Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Aligned Actor Podcast. I'm Amy Schlurb, your friendly neighborhood actor and mindfulness and mindset coach for actors and creatives. All of us delightful, quirky, artsy folks who have chosen creative careers and lifestyles that bring unique, wonderful joys and unique, not so wonderful challenges. But we can be strong and we can be resilient and we can face and get through those challenges and those trials and tribulations more easily when we use mindfulness techniques and when we can make positive mindset shifts in the way that we approach our craft and our career, and we think about ourselves as actors and we think about what we do and how we're doing it in the world. And all of that can help us to thrive physically, mentally, and emotionally on this journey. And that is what my goal here at The Aligned Actor is for all of us. I want us all to thrive as actors and creatives. And I was thinking about something. There's this unhelpful question that so many actors ask. And I have asked this question many, many times after auditions. Why didn't I book that role? Enough time passes and we know that we didn't book the role because the dates have passed, or, oh, look, there's that co-star that I auditioned for on TV and I'm not playing that character, so clearly I didn't book it. And so enough time has passed, we know we didn't book the role, and our brains start to get desperate to figure out why. We yearn for feedback. We're thinking maybe there's something that we can fix about our craft or our audition technique. But the truth is, we will never know why we didn't book. The question will never be answered. And brains hate questions that they cannot answer. They like to fixate on them and ruminate on them and really like chew them over again and again and again because they never get an answer. The uncertainty feels so uncomfortable that our brains start serving up all kinds of made up answers to that question, why didn't I book? Just so that we can get some kind of relief. Well, maybe I didn't book because I used my sides and I shouldn't have used my sides. Well, maybe I didn't book because I fell out of connection with my reader. Oh, maybe I didn't book because I made that pause in that one section way too long. Oh, or maybe I didn't book because I didn't make a bold enough choice. Or maybe I didn't book because I was too quirky in my slate. Or maybe I didn't book because I wasn't quirky enough in my slate. I didn't show enough personality. Or maybe I didn't book because my acting was so awful that the casting director watched my tape and they laughed hysterically, and then they called in all their associates and their fellow casting directors to watch the worst self-tape in the history of self-tapes. But here's the real reason that you didn't book. Here's the real reason. The only reason that we know is 100% factually accurate for why we don't book roles. Any of us. Across the board. I don't care who you are. You didn't book the role because someone else did. That's it. Period. Case closed. End of sentence. And I realize that that might feel like a really irritating, just unsatisfying answer. But again, it's the only one that is 100% factually accurate. All the other reasons that your brain is serving up to you are likely completely made up and utter nonsense. So please, stop torturing yourself. Stop letting your brain spin on a question that has no answer. Ruminating on the question, why didn't I book, is one of the worst forms of self-torture that you can inflict on yourself as an actor. It zaps your mental energy and keeps you stuck in a cycle of shame and self-doubt, which you then carry forward with you into your next audition. Because now when you're preparing your next audition, you're in your head going, okay, what can I do better this time so that I can book this one? Because I didn't book that last one. I really want to book this one. How can I make, what do I need to do? What do I need to do differently? Maybe I need to not hold my sides. Maybe I need to change my self-tape lighting. Maybe I need to commit more to the character. Maybe I need to make a bolder choice. Maybe I need to go a little like weird with it, like do something unexpected. So whether you realize it or not, that question of, okay, what can I do better this time? And then searching for all the things that I could do better this time, it adds an undertone of self-doubt to your audition. And that has a profound impact on the quality of your performance. And then if you don't book again, you're back beating yourself up again, nitpicking every part of your craft again, and perpetually stuck in this demoralizing energy of, what is wrong with me? Am I not a good enough actor? And the cycle continues, audition after audition after audition. But here's the truth. There is nothing wrong with you when you don't book. You're just experiencing the life of the actor. You will never know why you didn't book, so stop asking. We need to break the audition self-doubt cycle, because why you didn't book doesn't matter. It's not your business, and it's not worth your mental energy. What matters is making sure you stay confident in yourself as an actor so that you can always be ready to show up and show your best work to casting. So to do that, you need to break the cycle of audition self-doubt by unsubscribing from the idea that not booking means I wasn't good enough. Because it is so rarely that. Especially if you have booked anything at all in the past. If you've been cast in anything, you can do this, you can do it again. So stop asking, why didn't I book? And stop searching for endless things to fix about yourself, and start trusting your work is good enough and that every audition strengthens your reputation in the industry. This mindset shift will completely change the energy with which you approach auditions. Because why didn't I book? Is a question steeped in self-doubt. Whereas every audition I do strengthens my reputation in the industry is a statement brimming with grounded self-confidence. So auditioning with the energy of the latter will lead to way better performances than the energy of the former. You shift the entire energy of your audition from, is this okay? Is this what you want? To, here's my work. I'd love to collaborate with you either now or in the future. I want you to share your work proudly and let the industry fall in love with you. So here are the key takeaways from this episode. Here's what I want you to remember above all else. The only reason you know for sure is 100% factually accurate as to why you didn't book a job is because someone else did. So the next time your brain starts asking and spinning on that question of, why didn't I book that role? You can answer it plainly and directly. Oh, that's easy. I didn't book that role because someone else did. Asked and answered. And if your brain continues to kick up a fuss, presenting you with a laundry list of reasons that keep making you feel miserable about yourself, and you feel yourself slipping into self-doubt, tell your brain this. Even though I didn't book that role, my audition strengthened my reputation in the industry. Because it did. That's what I have for you today. If you found this content helpful or inspiring, I would be so honored if you'd leave a comment. I'd also love it if you would share it with an actor pal who needs to hear a message like this, who might be struggling with that question of why didn't I book? And they need a good answer for it. And you could also give a one-time donation to support my work, which can help me bring you more content like this. So thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.